Hello again, same drill, 2 movie reviews, let's just fucking get into it. The first movie I'm talking about in this video is What We Do in the Shadows.
It's been like this the whole time, Deacon, on dishes, and it still hasn't moved in 5 years. You're a cool guy, but you're not pulling your weight in the flat.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that I'm cool.
No, that's not the point, though.
Yeah,
You're missing
no, I
the
know.
point.
Not a flat meeting about how cool you are.
When you get 3 vampires in a flat, obviously there's going to be a lot of tension.
Viago was an 18th century dandy.
Look, a ghost cop. Vladislav is a bit of a pervert.
This is my torture chamber.
Deacon's like the young bad boy of the group.
I'm supposed to pay rent, but I don't. The trouble with being a vampire is you have to be invited in.
Come into the bar, please.
Haven't heard of What We Do in the Shadows, you might say? Well, fucking hear of it because it is good. What We Do in the Shadows, directed by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. I believe they are of Flight of the Conchords, which is a New Zealand show. The movie is based in New Zealand, so it's good because New Zealand haven't really done that many great movies, but it is a vampire comedy. Now, you may say, oh god, the vampire genre is so fucking tired and dried up, I am sick of it. See Dracula, which we just talked about a couple of videos ago. But let me tell you, What We Do in the Shadows is one of the most entertaining, one of the most funny, and one of just most original vampire movies I've ever seen. It's one of the best horror comedies of the past few years, up there with Zombieland and even Shaun of the Dead. I'll probably have to see it again to test its replay value, but I really, really enjoyed it, and just what I love about it is it's original. It takes tropes of the vampire genre and vampires in general and just plays with them and has fun with them. There's a lot of funny jokes about werewolves as well and other mythical creatures, which I won't spoil, but it is really, really funny without, and you know, it doesn't resort to, you know, toilet humor or any low-brow humor. A lot of the jokes are centered around like vampire stuff, which could be considered lame, but it was really entertaining. It's filmed as like a sort of mockumentary, like a documentary crew is filming the vampire's secret life and everything, and they were just I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to spoil any of the jokes because they're really funny. Don't watch the trailer or anything. The special effects are actually really good too. I mean, you know, they're subtly used, but the flying and, you know, the special effects are really well used. All the characters are really likable. You know, there's like the idiot one, there's the annoying one, you know, like, there's nothing new with the characters, but that being said, it's still a really original vampire movie, and they're all really likable. It's really entertaining, and I could see it having a lot of replay value, hopefully. I still need to check it out again. It's not playing, I doubt it's going to play in my cinema, so I'm probably going to have to catch it illegally, or when it comes out on DVD, but I loved What We Do in the Shadows. Can't really think of anything wrong with it, but I'm giving it a 9.6 out of 10. Next movie I'm talking about is my highly anticipated Boyhood.
Let me go. Hey, stop! Put the barrier up! I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man. I just wanna fight with everyone else.
You guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah!
All right, don't worry about it.
Wish I could use the bumpers.
You don't want the bumpers. Life doesn't give you bumpers. God damn it.
We have a new student joining us today.
Hey, dude. Welcome to the suck.
Mom. Haven't you been drinking?
A little bit.
Oh, hey.
What do you want to be, Mason? What do you want to do?
Directed by Richard Linklater, starring Patricia Arquette, Ethan Hawke, and newcomer Ella Coltrane. Now, I'm not sure if there's anyone who doesn't know yet, but the reason I was excited for this movie is because the way they filmed it. Director Richard Linklater, who's a really, really good director, he started filming this in 2002 and cast young L.R. Coltrane in the lead role when he was 5 years old, I believe, 5 or 6 years old. And they filmed a bit of the movie over the summer, I believe, each year. Like, once a year they filmed a bit of the movie each year up until 2014, now its release date. And so, this is so you can see the actors growing up and everything with it, and it's really incredible, and the way they've edited it together is really seamless, and it feels like you're watching one movie with the characters just magically getting older, which is, you know, a really cool experience. It really immerses you into the story, and that being said, it wasn't the epic I hoped it would be. It wasn't as I expected, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because of all the critical acclaim. It's got like 99% on Rotten Tomatoes and 100% on Metacritic. The critical acclaim kind of built me up too much, so, you know, no matter how good it is, I was always going to be a bit let down. But I think part of it is because the movie it doesn't feel like one cohesive story. It doesn't feel like... This isn't a bad thing, by the way. This isn't a problem. This is just me speaking my mind about it. It's not like one cohesive story. The whole movie is just the kid, Mason, growing up and, you know, just events in a kid's life, graduating high school, you know, getting into a fight maybe, parents getting divorced. I mean, that happens in your life, but it's just him growing up and it's their life, and it's just really well acted, really well filmed. It's like a small epic, really, and I can't fault it at all. It may not be one of my favourite movies ever now, and, you know, I'm probably not going to watch it over and over again, although I definitely am going to see it again, but it's not something I could see myself watching every few months. That being said, it's really good. It's really well directed. The music is really good. It doesn't feel needy. It doesn't feel like it's Oscar baity. It just feels like it's something the director wanted to do, and it's a cool experiment, and I really loved it. Patricia Arquette, really great performance. Ethan Hawke's good as Mason's father. I think he's his father or stepfather or whatever. I'm not sure. It's been a little while since I've seen it. But anyway, I can't think of too much else to say about Boyhood. If it's in your area, I recommend seeing it because I think it is something everyone should see. Although it is a bit of a slog. It goes for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it did drag on at points, but that's only my real main issue with the movie because it really is a great experience, and I think everyone should see it at least once, and Boyhood does get a 9.5 out of 10 from me.